hope was fading very quickly after day 4 or day 5 in the aftermath of the earthquake. So when they heard tapping and they were able to verbally communicate with Vismond Jean-Pierre, this 24-year-old young Haitian, they were overjoyed. And then just a few hours after we arrived on the scene, we saw them lower sort of like a body board where they placed Vismond Jean-Pierre, and then they hoisted him up from the hole. And he was in remarkably good condition. He didn't have any visible signs of injury because rescuers believe he was somehow encased, entombed in the rubble of this hotel, the Napoli Inn in central Port-au-Prince. There is some question as to whether or not he was dehydrated because he worked in the ground floor of a hotel where there was a restaurant, so he potentially did have access to fluids. So we'll get some clarity on that over the next few days. But if we can show pictures of him and video of him shot by our own CNN producer at the field hospital where Vismond Jean-Pierre is now being treated, you can see that he's actually in pretty good shape with no outward injuries, some dehydration, and he's getting treatment for that, Relitza.
He certainly looks in very good condition. Hala, I just wanted to ask you, there's a lot of commotion behind you. What is going on?
Yeah, we couldn't let that one go. It's deafening.
I'm curious.
Actually. We asked, absolutely. We asked, and this is the Champ de Mars. This is a park where there are many people who've been left homeless by the quake, who've set up tents. We've seen these images over the last 11, 12 days. And tonight, a Protestant group, and as you know, Haiti is in its crushing majority Catholic, but a Protestant group is holding some sort of party with singing. It's called the National Repentance Day, and so they're getting together and probably feeling a whole lot better from being together and singing together than they would otherwise.
Absolutely.
So that's what I can tell you about what's happening behind me.
All right. Hala, back to that amazing rescue. Tell us why this man was not rescued earlier. Why did it take 11 days?
Well, it was a pretty surprising chain of events that actually led to his rescue. His family members never gave up hope. They said that they kept hearing tapping, and they said that they would not believe that he was dead until they were certain that he was. In other words, until they saw a body. So for several days, they tried to call officials and rescue services, and nobody came. Then they came across a Greek journalist who said he also heard tapping. He called Greek rescue workers, who then called the French rescue workers who led this operation. And that's how this man was freed in the end from the spot he was basically held captive in for almost 12 days. So really, had it not been for the persistence of his family and the people who kept believing he and others might be alive, there's no telling what would have happened or how this story would have ended.